Merry Christmas! Ho, 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 ho.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the fifth episode of the podcast. Happy holidays to everyone. I hope everyone's holidays have been all right. Hope the weather is treating you guys fairly well wherever you guys are listening from. I'm your co-host, Pancho,
And I'm AJ.
and this is our Christmas/New Year's episode. I just want to start off with the drink of the day. Today, I'm just drinking plain old water, juicy water. How about you, AJ?
I am drinking a passion fruit tea. It's cold, but since it's early and I haven't had breakfast, I'm also drinking a protein shake.
All right, so what do we want to talk about? We're talking about the gifts we received first.
Yep, so mainly what we're going to talk about this episode is what we received for Christmas, what we ate for Christmas, everything at the beginning. Then we're going to go ahead and talk about all the achievements we've done for 2024. Then we're going to go ahead and merge into 2025, talk about vision boards, bingo cards, horoscopes, and just everything that has to do with the new year. So I'm really excited for this episode because this is like my cup of tea.
All right, so to start us off, with the gifts we received, honestly, I feel like this Christmas has been fairly well. Usually, whenever we have Christmas, we spend it with the family, but this time we kind of just gave our gifts to everyone that we had to see, and then just spend it with ourselves. Like we enclosed ourselves, made ourselves a little breakfast, watched the movies, opened some gifts. We had a bunch of laughs. We did a lot of prank presents. Um, but for me, I was so happy to receive my first ever like genuinely good pair of shoes. I usually get shoes for work. They're either boots or steel toe, or sometimes I even get shoes for the gym, like running shoes. But I actually got genuinely good shoes. I got Air Jordan 1s. They're the high top lattes, and they're so nice. I even got a sweater that kind of had like a mocha feeling, coffee like colored sweater. So nice from Kohl's. Literally never shopped there, but I recommend it. I've seen a bunch of things there, and yeah. Besides that, my best friends decided to give me a 3D printed version of the newest album from my favorite band, Bring Me the Horizon, and they gave me their actual album. So I was so happy that I didn't have to spend money on that. Shout out to the twins. Besides that, what did you get?
Okay, so I finally got my accordion.
Took
After
you long enough.
years of asking for one, I finally got it. Um, from what they told me was that this was my present for the past two Christmases and the past two birthdays. So I'm very grateful for that. I got my first pair of New Balances. My brother gave me those. Bancho gave me a comforter that's literally the perfect color because it matches my bedroom the way I'm remodeling it right now. So I'm remodeling it like color schemes like emerald green and sage green with like a pearly white color. So it matches perfectly with, the type of like outcome that I want it to be. What else did I get? I got shirts, I got socks, I got gift cards. Um, oh, I had a secret Santa at work, and I got this huge old bag of like extreme airheads or whatever. Um, and I also got two coloring books that are reverse coloring books. I don't know if anybody has heard of them, but basically the coloring book already comes colored and you have to sketch it out. So every single coloring book is different because it's just based off of your imagination, of your creativity. So,
You also got those expensive chocolates. Those were pretty good.
oh yeah, I got really expensive chocolates and those were phenomenal. What else did I get? I got that board game Tapple or something like that. Basically, like it has all the alphabet around it, and like let's say it's like I don't know, like restaurants, and like you start the game with like a ton of people around it, and like let's say like the letter M, somebody puts McDonald's, not sponsored by the way,
But
but
I would like double quarter pounder with cheese, please. No mustard, no pickles.
please sponsor us. Anyway, So, like, the next person goes and they put, like, S Starbucks, and so on and so on,
Also,
So,
not
like,
sponsor these.
yeah. In Spanish, the game is called Basta. My mom and us have played it before here at the house, but like with like old school, like con una libreta cada quien and pen and paper, and like, my mom would say a letter y escribías todo lo que era de esa letra, and then if you won, I don't know, I don't really remember the rules because it's been so long since we played. It was like over 4 years since the last time we played.
I think we played in Mexico, no? In the
No,
patio de our
I don't think
grandma.
we played that one with you.
I think I played it with someone, with my godfather and stuff, because I remember constantly. So we're not no sabo kids, like we know our stuff. But the thing is, I have something with my tongue since I was a kid. I used to have the two little strands from underneath your tongue. I had two of them, and they have cut one off, so I can't roll my R's. And I also stutter a lot, mispronounce things a lot. But I remember because they would constantly make fun of me because I would say a word differently, or I'll mispronounce it, and then they'll say the exact same word but say it correctly, and then I was like, I just said that, but I would get it constantly wrong because I was just not saying it right. I remember playing it at my grandma's backyard.
I probably didn't play with you, but I just remember playing it here with like Chris and my brothers and my parents, but I don't remember playing. But yeah, I also got my dad got me for our Secret Santa here at the house, and he totally forgot to buy me a gift. So he ended up giving me $70 and a box of chocolates, and I was like, okay, I mean, it'll do. Like, don't get me wrong,
This is the third year, no?
Yeah, this is also my dad's third consecutive year getting me for the Secret Santa, and my rule this year was I don't want to receive anything cat related because immediately people think that because I own two cats that I want everything cat related. And for the other 2 years that my dad got me, he gave me puzzles that are cat based, like they're cat related. And he would only go to Menards to buy it. So like now it's my dad's like first official year that he hasn't driven um anywhere. So like it's like, oh, I can't buy you anything because I'm not able to drive. So he basically told my mom to help him, and my mom completely forgot. So then the day of Christmas, we're all standing here like, okay, we're about to do the Secret Santa, and my mom's like, did you get your present ready? And my dad's like, what present? You didn't buy it for me? And everybody's like, oh shit. So then my parents, they get up, they go to their room, and they come back with like a little box, a little bag, and I'm like, oh, I bet you, like, someone's getting screwed out of a present this year. And as soon as we went first, we started with the eldest person, right, which is my dad. And my dad immediately was like, oh no, I didn't want me to go first. And then they gave it to me, and so my dad gifted me. I gifted my brother Chewy. I ended up giving him a one of the limited edition messy goat Stanley Cups and a game. And then my brother Chewy ended up gifting Kevin.
Yeah, and then Kevin thought he was supposed to give it to you.
What did Kevin get? 2 shirts or something like
No,
that?
he got jeans.
Oh yeah, Kevin got Levi jeans, and because they're pricey.
And then Kevin messed up, also thinking that he got May J. So he basically had a box full of things that May J likes.
So I love Olipops. If anybody has heard them, they're like those probiotic soda pop cans. They're not actually soda, but like it's just a caffeinated drink that basically makes your digestive system like work. And so like I really like the apple flavor. I don't know, something about it just makes me seem like makes me feel like, oh man, I'm drinking apple juice but without all the sugar, So in the box there was 4 cans of Olipop, and there was a $50 gift card. So since as soon as Kevin saw that my dad had me, that's when he was like, oh crap, like then who do I have, So then he gave it to my dad. He's like, I have you, Dad. And then Pancho had my dad. And then that's when Pancho's like, no, something's going wrong here. So basically Kevin messed up, and then he took the present halfway when my dad's opening it and just told my mom, this is actually yours. So then, so she said, I'm not gonna drink the Olipop, so Major, you can drink these. And then she's like, I'm just gonna keep the $50 gift card. And so after that, my mom gifted to Pancho, and then Pancho ended up getting, what'd you get?
I got a box. It was a jewelry assorting box, and it was so pretty. It had like little like flat drawers where you could put like bracelets or rings or whatever. And then the top, it was a glass little, uh, not sleeve, but it was like a glass pane, and then you could put your earrings on in the top. It
Rings
was,
too.
yeah, rings as well, and it's so pretty. I was like, oh, it's plenty of space. And as soon as I finished sorting it, I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna need a second one because I have way too many." So yeah. Besides that, then I gave the present to
No, you
Maggie's
got
dad.
that water bottle.
Oh right. The Awala water bottle is what my godmother, Mayj's mom, gave me. Um, and then she also gave me the box of jewelry, but that was just like a side present. Um, and then I got my uncle, Maggie's dad, and that's when I was like, okay, cool, everyone's good now because I got him a sweater, like a really nice sweater from I think it was Aeropostale, if I remember correctly. But yeah, besides that, what did we eat? Because honestly, there was a lot of food.
So basically, Pancho worked on the 24th for a bit, so he ended up coming back with, what was it, ragoons?
Yeah, cheese ragoons
Cheese
from
ragoons.
Panda Express.
So he ended up bringing that, because we were expecting, so here's the thing, we invited people, but we didn't know if they were actually going to come, because they already had Christmas planned out with two sides of their family. And then a couple other family members that we, well, not family members, but like family friends that we invited, um, they work on Christmas Eve, so they weren't gonna get out till like 11 or like midnight, you know. So they weren't sure if they were gonna come over either. So at the end of the day, it was just like, okay, let's just, como todo mexicano, tienes que tener extra comida por si las dudas de que sí vengan.
For
So my mom went up above and beyond, and we ended up making tamales. Hicimos tamales de rajas con queso, hicimos tamales de pollo con chile verde, and carnitas con chile rojo. And then we ended up making, I don't know if anybody knows about this food, but I don't know if it's just a Guanajuato food, but I mentioned it to somebody from Jalisco, and they had no idea what I was talking about. So what we made was alambres, which is a dish con diezmillo, or you could do bistec de bola. We did both, pero diezmillo viene siendo como ribeye, and it was like cortado como para tacos, and then you mix in chorizo, which, by the way, we got our chorizo from this really, really good place. I'm not gonna mention where. I'm sorry because I don't want to give.
Is it the thing where the one time I went and I was asking if they had like a small part time?
Yeah.
Oh, that place is so good, dude.
So, I'm not gonna mention the place just because I don't want the location to go out.
It's a small business,
but it is a small business, and we ended up buying all our stuff there, and all the food was so good. Like the meat is prime quality.
Mm-hmm, for sure.
So yeah, we ended up buying the chorizo there, and we put chorizo in it, and then we put salchichas also in it. So it's those three meats, well, four meats if you count the bistec de bola and the ribeye separate, but basically looks the same. And then le pusimos cebollitas, le pusimos bell peppers, and then we made two dishes. We made one without jalapenos and one with jalapenos because Pancho doesn't like jalapenos.
I don't like the taste of jalapenos, but I'm fine with the spice.
Yeah.
I just want to clear that out because many people have made fun of me. They're like, oh, is it too spicy? I'm like, no, it's just the flavor's nasty. But I do like mango habanero, and that one's spicy as hell, so.
Yeah, but that's like a whole different pepper.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I can handle that spice, but
just not the taste.
It's gross.
The jalapeno.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I love jalapeno. You can give it to me pickled. You can give it to me like caliente. Me lo puedes dar, raw. Actually,
jalapeno poppers,
lately,
the way they're roasting and everything. Those I do like. Those I do down.
okay. Doesn't like jalapenos, but jalapeno poppers.
That's my only
Exception.
Exception. Yo.
And then lately I've been eating jalapenos raw, which actually has been like so good. I don't know what it is. I think it's the crunch factor. But yeah, the like just the jalapenos raw has been like, I don't know, something really, really like that I like. I think it's just the crunch factor. But anyway, we had that, and then my mom compró masa, and then she was like, okay, I don't know what you guys want to eat with this masa. Like, obviously the alambres, pero like, I don't know if you guys want to make quesadillas with these or huaraches. Well, we ended up making both. Um, and then también, ¿qué más hizo my mom? Hizo my mom salsa. Hizo frijoles, casi como like los frijoles charros, pero without any of the meat in it. So like it's that like frijol amarillo. I don't know the exact name of it, pero it was so good. So like yo me preparé un guarache con la tortilla bien calientita. Le puse frijoles, el alambre arriba, like all the meats. Tenía queso derretido encima y pues, su limón, su salsita. Oh, it was so good. I ate 2 huaraches and I was like stuffed. I didn't even have time to eat tamales and I didn't even have time to eat any of the cheese ragoons. Like, I was so stuffed with 2 of them. And I don't know how my brother did it. He ate like a ton. Like, he ate a little bit of everything, so. Pero él siempre come mucho.
Yeah, I'm kind of disappointed that no one came, though, because it wasn't like I just got like 3 or 4 orders of ragoons. Like, I did a catering order. I did $29 with the ragoons, which is 48 ragoons. And I was like, I'm not going to let these go to waste, so I downed like 6 of them. But I'm still disappointed. I really wished someone came, at least like one person or stuff. Oh, you know what we should have done? We should have brought some to my tío. Or my tia.
I took him tamales when we went.
Yeah,
The next day on Christmas morning, on Christmas, okay, so that was
Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve. That was Nochebuena. And then on Christmas morning, we stayed up till midnight. Pancho and my 2 brothers were in their rooms playing video games. So, like, they weren't watching all the Christmas movies like my dad and my mom and I were.
The thing is, we like animated movies, but
my mom
does not.
Yeah, like, my mom does not like animated movies. So, you know what we watched? We watched 2 Christmas movies, and then we finished watching... Oh, no. We continued watching Bridgerton, because we're watching Bridgerton right now.
I am too, but I'm like a whole season ahead of them.
No, we're done.
You guys are done completely?
Yeah, we're done.
I haven't even finished it, bro. I have like a few more episodes.
We finished it on Christmas Day.
Don't tell me.
Anyway, I know. Anyway, so on Christmas morning, we woke up at like 8 o'clock, which was kind of late now that I think about it. But we woke up at 8 o'clock, and then I cooked hash browns, eggs, bacon, pancakes, and then we all ate. And then once we were all done eating and everything, we picked up our food and our plates and everything, and then we started the Christmas gifts. So yeah, that's basically it. What we did for Christmas. Then we started watching movies. Everybody else went to their rooms. We finished watching Bridgerton, and then como a las 6 de la tarde, we had presents for my uncles. They live like 2 blocks away from us. And we ended up going to their house. Nos invitaron a comer gorditas. And yeah, we had some bomb-ass gorditas. And just there, we were there for what, like 2 hours?
Yeah, we were there for like 2 or 3 hours.
2 or 3 hours just talking about, Christmas, que comieron, and, life and stuff like that, which is always a good time when we were at their house.
Yeah, it's because usually we're always there. Like, as kids, we were always there because we would all live, like, in the same area, not even, like, 2-3 streets away from each other. But then people started moving away, people getting new houses, going into relationships, living with their wives or girlfriends, boyfriends, whatever. And now it's just, like, whenever we see them, it's like not even an hour or 2. Like, we stay there for an entire night, past probably 11. And the only reason we left kind of early is because my best friends had texted me, being like, "Hey, we're about to drop off your presents and stuff." And yeah, that's the only reason we left. best friends wouldn't have texted me, we honestly
We
would have
probably would have
probably
been
been
there
there.
till like 10 or
Yeah,
11.
probably 10, 11. And we were there, like, what, 6 you said?
Yeah, we got there like 6:15.
Yeah, so we were there for a fat minute.
Yeah.
But, coming to the conclusion of the year, this will be uploaded on the first ever day of 2025 to start the year fresh, start it strong. But we do want to talk about our achievements of 2024. Do you want to go first? Do I go first?
You go first.
Okay. My first biggest achievement is moving out. Honestly, I'm so much more happier. I'm in a better state of mind. I'm better physically than I've been before because back then I'd be in and out of like mild anorexia and eating disorders, and now it's just like I'm slowly settling in. Like, yeah, I get sick once in a while, but that's because I'm not used to my routines. But now I got like my very own room. I've never really had my own room until now, and I feel so much better since little trauma dumping. But I've never felt like any type of support by my actual parents. But now that I'm here living with like May J and my aunt and my uncle, like I actually feel like they're pushing me forward and that my goals are coming through. Um, Before I even met my girlfriend this year, which by the way, I met her literally the same week that I moved out. So like that was kind of a sign for me to be like, holy crap, my life's actually changing for the better. Before I met her, I was single for like 8 years, almost 8.5. But yeah, I've been so happy with her. We're almost coming up for a whole year now. Besides that, I left my shitty job, my very toxic environment of a job, and I made new friends in the job that I currently work at. I feel so happy with them, and it's like a non-toxic environment. Everyone does whatever they can to work, and at the same time, everyone's like super comfortable with each other. And I'm also like very happy with the whole podcast thing because um, I've been wanting to do a podcast since I was in high school. But, being in high school, you haven't really experienced life at all. Unless you're literally like a billionaire, you have done nothing but just been in school. Sometimes work, because I get it. I've worked jobs while in high school. But besides that, yeah, that's another achievement of mine, honestly. I'm very happy that we got this podcast going, up and running. Yes, it's going in a small, like, slow start, but that's how everything is. YouTube channel, Instagram, TikTok, whatever. Everything's gonna be slow, and then out of nowhere, you're gonna blow up. That's why we gotta keep trying.
My achievements for 2024, um, I don't know. It was like at first I was like, what did I do for 2024? But then the more I like sat down, because I was talking to my mom about this, I was like, dang, what did I do for 2024? I felt like el tiempo pasó tan rápido, pero at the exact same time it went by really slow. Pero los últimos meses, like after we came back from Mexico, I feel like it rushed, you know? So like I honestly feel like we just got back from Mexico like a week ago, and for some reason, like yes, ya estamos hablando de 2025, you know. Pero my achievements for 2024 was I read over 15 books, which in years past I've told myself I'm gonna read a book a month, I'm gonna read a book a month, and I never did. I don't know why. Like I would be really good for the first 3 months, and then I would just fall off of it. Well, this year I read 16 books total. Um, I lost 51 pounds. So that was probably my biggest achievement yet. Um, I also accepted and let go a lot of people that don't feed and my needs anymore and like my purpose. So I heard this like quote during the year. Basically, I know you guys all heard it because it was everywhere. It was like, let them, like let them do this, let them do that. If they want to be in your life, let them. If they don't want to be in your life, let them. So it really hit me like, wow, how many people do I reach out to that they don't reach out to me, or how many people have I been putting first and they don't put me first. So I basically put myself first. That's what I did this year. And, you know, lo que gané de eso fue que perdí 50 libras, I cleared up my mind. I cleared up, anything that had to do with putting other people first, and I put myself first this year. And let me just tell you guys, it was the best decision I've ever made. I feel amazing. My skin feels amazing. I started doing, like skin routines and stuff like that now. Which, I mean, I've always had really, really nice skin, but I have even better skin now. I go to the gym daily now, which is something that I've never done. I think this is the first year in like, I don't know, 8 years that I have a gym membership that I've actually put it to work. Like this is the first year that my gym membership valió la pena por lo que he pagado. And the podcast, because a podcast is something that I really wanted to do also. It's just, I never had like the time to do it. And sí tenemos el tiempo, it's just nunca nos poníamos el tiempo. So like now that we have a dedicated, routine on doing it, I hope that we can continue doing this for the next year and ver a dónde vamos con esto and everything, like it's just, time y ver qué dice time and be patient about it and, receive all the good vibes about it. I think that's it. I think that's everything on my half.
Yeah. Okay, so then do you want to talk about like what we want to set for ourselves for 2025?
Yeah, so
brand new year.
Brand new year, new. I don't know if you guys say the whole new year, new me.
Oh hell no.
I know a lot of people do. I'm personally not that person, like I want to be me, like yeah, maybe tenemos diferentes cosas que nos gustan este año. Maybe tenemos diferentes metas, pero that's part of life. Like that's part of you changing and evolving as a person. You're not going to continue having the same dreams you had. At least not all of them, And it's okay for you to change, Like maybe 3 years ago you supported Starbucks, and last year with the whole everything you said, you know what, F Starbucks, and all that stuff. And now,
but wait, we want to get sponsored by them though.
No, we don't. Anyway,
cut that out.
So yeah, like all these things, like cambias como una persona, y eso es algo bonito también, So going to that, I want to go ahead and ask you, Pancho, what are your top, however many you want to give me, your top important goals this year?
All right, so my top goal is finally getting like a good car, because fun fact, I've owned 2 cars my entire life so far, and the first one I got into a car accident, not my fault. This guy had run a red light. I had spiraled. My car was just completely totaled, and I got basically nothing from it. My car was worth like $7,000, and I only got like barely $2,000. Not even. I think I got like $1,800. So yeah, that left me stranded for a couple months. I had to ask for rides and stuff until I, out of nowhere, had to get a new car from all the things I've had saved. And I ended up getting another car that was already pre-owned, not without anyone telling me that, hey, this car is kind of messed up, like, you're going to need repairs. I made $3,000 of repairs just to find out that my transmission's almost touching the floor. So now I gotta get a new car. And what I'm aiming for is either a Honda Civic or, I'm not sure, maybe something that isn't Nissan Sentra, because Nissan Sentra was the last 2 cars I've had and they've completely ruined my bank account. Besides that, I want to continue school. Like I've mentioned to other friends and stuff, I'm studying business administration. I want to open an own cafe of my own. I know how to make coffees from scratch already. Use some of the materials and devices in order to make like a macchiato, a steamed latte, all that good stuff. And then hopefully invest into a home of my own. I just moved in with Meiji and all that, so it's been really helpful in terms of like the rent and all that. But once I have my car and I'm able to actually move around freely without having to worry about repairing my car, I want to actually just invest all my paychecks into just getting a home. Even if I don't get it next year, I mean, at least I'll have more than half, my goal at least, more than half of what I want to pay for like a down payment. And then my final thing, I do want this podcast to blow up as much as possible. Not because I want it to be, monetized and earn money from it straight away. Like, I just want people to hear the podcast and know that their voices can be heard. They can be in the podcast, tell their own stories, and have those friends and families that have never truly listened to either one of us in terms of like um, personality and like things we've gone through. Because that's the thing about Mexicans, bro. Te dejan nomás ahí plantado cuando tienes like mental health issues. Things about this new generation about being a Mexican American is even now like it is a meme that your mom or your dad would be like, oh, no tienes depresión. Like that's not real. Like yeah, people do struggle with that, and both Meiji and I can attest to that. We've had therapy. We've gone to different people, tutors and stuff, and it's helped us, yeah. But Mexican households don't treat mental illnesses correctly,
Yeah.
and I do hope that people, whether you are Mexican American, American, whatever other nationality or ethnicity you are, I hope you come into this podcast and you think that we have open arms and you can speak up about anything, whether you want to shout out or not. Your voice will be heard in this podcast, and of course, it's not like we're gonna have an inbox full of tens of thousands of emails right away. Like this is gonna take time, and it's gonna be slowly and a little bit. We will all heal. We will all get better. We will all improve in every type of way this new upcoming year. You guys are not alone. I promise that.
My top important goals this year are continue putting myself first. Um, I'm not 100% at where I want to be. So I'm definitely going to continue putting myself first, learning to say no more often. There are still a lot of people that, like, no es que les tenga miedo. It's just that, like, I'm so used to saying, yeah, of course, you know? And I need to learn to say no. I need to learn to be like, you know what? I can't do it. Um, I don't have the time to do it right now. And even though I do have the time or I can do it, I'm putting just so much pressure on myself for gente que no hace lo mismo por mí. And I'm not trying to say that I'm going to be selfish this year or anything. No, I'm just going to prioritize who to be selfish with. Um, siento que siempre pongo a unas amigas, like, on a pedestal, cuando debería de poner a mis familiares primero, like my mom and my dad. Or también siento que, like, a veces pongo a my mom and my dad on a pedestal cuando debería de ponerme a mí, you know? Hay muchas veces que uno como, por ejemplo, my mom tiene un negocio. El negocio no es mío, pero I do help my mom a lot. And I'm not going to lie, like, I'm very grateful that my mom tiene este negocio. And I'm also very grateful that ese negocio nos ha traído adelante and everything, and I have helped with it, right? Because I used to do all the marketing for it. I used to do all the menus for it. I used to do everything, right? Now my mom ya más o menos tiene todo, so like she doesn't really need my help as much. I do all the party planning for her too. So like every time she has a party or something, I'm the one that plans it. Um, like a coordinator, an event planner. So again, not I never charge my mom for her services or anything, like for any of the services, but I feel like este año es el primer año que yo le digo a mi mamá, ¿sabes qué, mom? Like, I can't help you as much because I need to put myself first. Um, I want this podcast to grow. You know, I want this podcast to blow up just like Pancho said. So, like, for that, I need to make more time for the podcast and less time with, helping my mom with something that she's already achieved. And at the end of the day, es algo para ella. It's an accomplishment de ella. Es un negocio de ella. Yo tengo que hacerme de mis propias cosas. So, if you're someone that también, like, struggles telling other people no, like, this is your sign to put yourself first. I started saying no to a lot of people que no valían la pena, and now they're not even in my life no more. And, like, don't get me wrong, it does make me sad that they're no longer in my life, Y les deseo lo mejor, don't get me wrong, les deseo lo mejor. Si un día el destino nos vuelve a poner en el mismo path, like, don't get me wrong, I will accept you guys with open arms and everything, pero it's just, I need the effort to go both ways. Like, it can't just be me reaching out, and it can't just be me, like, making plans and que yo te pago esto, que yo te pongo eso, because I think that's also one of my major defects, that I try to pay for everyone and try to pay for everything. So that's also something I did this year, where I made a list, and the minute you owe me money, your name went on that list. And Pancho can testify to this, because I literally, right before the podcast, I was like, Pancho, you owe me this, this, and this, and this. And then he's like, you know what? I don't have all of it, but I can send you part of it. So he just sent me part of it, and then I go in my list, I subtract whatever he sent me, and then, you know, I go back on there. Well, I can just let you guys know that there are 5 people on my list. So I am right now, like, you know, I want to say, like, adding all the money up, I think I have like $1,000 just on that list.
I'm just gonna say, mine's less than 100. I'm not owing that much.
Yeah, but
I don't want people thinking I owe $200 to someone when I don't.
Yeah, like, it's just little things like that, you know, like
a meal or something.
Old Meiji would have been like, damn, me da vergüenza, or like I would be like, damn, bro, like, they owe me this money and they haven't given it to me, and I know they owe it to me, and they're just not giving it to me. So, like, now I'm like, you know what? No, I'm gonna put myself first. Hey, man, like, I don't know if you remember, but like, on this day we went here and you told me I'll pay you back, and you never did, you know? I'm not gonna be like that person, and I don't want people to think que soy coda, porque I'm not, you know? Soy una persona que, if you need money in that moment and you don't have it, I'm not gonna sit in front of you eating my meal and you not have something to eat, you know? Like, aquí comemos los dos, con que me pagues al rato, pero aquí comemos los dos, you know? Or like, que estemos en la tienda y que digas, ah, dang, I forgot my wallet, man. And I'll be like, no, bro, get it. Like, you can pay me back later, you know? Pero pay me back for real, you know? Like, not just, no lo digas, porque me ha pasado tanto, and I kid you not, yo creo que he perdido como thousands of dollars doing that over the years. Pero, I don't know, I think another thing that I want to do for this 2025 is have a sense of style. Like, me quiero... okay, so for the people that know me, I wear jeans and shorts every day. Like, jeans, shorts, Nike Air Forces, or my Crocs, and a plain t-shirt, just like black is mainly my main color I wear, or like a maroon or blue t-shirt, right? And then I wear hoodies every day, right? Every single day, and that's it. Yeah, that's it. So, like, I really want to change my sense of style this year. I want to wear, like, I want to say bye to the hoodies. I'm still going to wear them, pero I want, like, better hoodies. You get me? Like, I now have the money to not just wear the same hoodie every single day, pero I now have the money and the amount of hoodies to wear a different hoodie every day. I'm not saying que tiene que ser de marca. I'm just saying que tiene que verse bien. Like, I want to learn how to style up. That's what I'm trying to say. So, I don't know. I just want to be more in, like, my fashion era, I guess. I also want to do more, like, routines. I'm a kind of person that I came from not wanting to do any routines. So now it, like, pushes me to do more routine. So I want to do a meal prep routine where every week I meal prep at least 2 times a week, so I'm not eating the exact same thing the entire week. I also want to do like a skincare routine a little bit more than I'm doing right now, because right now I'm only doing 2 things. I feel like it's definitely working, pero I do want to do a better skincare routine, and not just for my face, but for like my body too. And yeah, I just want to emphasize on, like, I guess being better for me. Not really, like, yes, I do want to be a better daughter. I do want to be a better cousin, a better sister, a better everything. Pero first, for me to be able to be better for anybody else, I need to be better as a person. Because I can't give to my family members and to my friends and to anybody if my glass is empty or halfway. Like my glass needs to be full so I can pour into your glass. So I think that's my main goal this year. And talking about that, so there's two things this year that I want to do. Well, this year, 2025. I want to go ahead and do either a vision board or a 2025 bingo card. Have you heard of them, Pancho?
Yeah, I actually have been having them pop up in my TikTok feed.
Okay,
recently.
so basically, I'm going to give you a little, like, summary of what these things are. So, a vision board. It's more like a collage thing. So what you do is you buy a cartulina, basically like a poster board, and you're going to have like a collage of pictures. You can either print them from Pinterest, or you can like get magazines and stuff like that. You can write down your goals, write down your favorite quotes, short term, long term, and any in betweens. You can add cutouts of anything you want. And on the bingo card, it basically looks just like a bingo card, right? And it is 25 squares. So that means 25 goals. They can be short term or long term goals or any in between goals. The bingo card, you don't have to do any cutouts. You can just put in your goals, color them out as you do the goals, and then, at the end of the year, you're going to see how much you filled up your bingo card. So for the bingo card, I sent Bancho some pictures, and I'm just going to go ahead and tell you guys like some of the examples. So here, somebody put an example of healthy eating at home, make my presence known, post more content. So like that would be something for us. We would post more content. Run a 5K, which that one is actually on my bingo card. I do
Really?
want to run a 5K this year. Like, I really want to do one of the, like, either a mud run
Oh God.
or, like, the color ones. Like,
Uh-huh.
where you wear all white and you run into the color stuff and, like, you come out looking like someone just, like,
Like the Blue Man
tie-dyed
Group.
you, Yeah. So, I want to do one of those. This person here put buy my dream purse. I don't wear purses, so for me it wouldn't be that. Build a wardrobe. That's one for me. I want to build myself a wardrobe. Um, Make more friends and maintain them. That's something I would want to do too. I do want to be more social this year. Um, so this person put give less of a fuck.
To other people's opinions.
Yeah. Your 20th whatever birthday you're going to be this year, or however old you are. Go out with friends more, meet new people. You're hired, so like get a new job if you're looking for, to get a new job. A stronger relationship with your significant other. Um, Saving money, self care. You could pick a specific day that you want to do just self care. So like this person here has self care Sunday. Healthier hair. So like for example, Pancho, he has long hair. So if he really wanted to, he could put healthier hair, and he could try to like look up routines on like hair routines, like ponerse diferentes champús, diferentes días, no lavarse el pelo todos los días, because sometimes like there's people que no se lo lavan todos los días que porque it's healthy to have the oil in your hair, and I don't know, all that stuff. I have short hair, so like it doesn't really go to me. Pero this person here also put body confidence and Pilates. So like I think one thing that I want to do, I want to go back to CrossFit. I used to do CrossFit back then. Oh man, it was awesome. So I think that might be something that I would want to do towards the end of the year. Um, but yeah, there's just different things. Journal every day, read 10 books. These are just examples I'm giving you off of other people's, things. Like a girls' trip, go outside more, touch grass. Some
Touch
people don't touch
grass.
grass, man.
Oh my gosh.
Go to therapy. This person put go to therapy. Get rare Pokemon. Some people put that.
Oh my gosh. They're releasing a new Pokemon deck, and one of my favorite Pokemon is Reshiram. Oh my gosh, such a beautiful Pokemon. I really hope I get the new deck for my birthday. My birthday's coming up, March. Y'all want to send me something? Just kidding. We don't have PO boxes. But that actually reminded me of that. I really want that card.
And we're now talking about like what we really want, Pancho.
My bad.
No, I mean it's perfect. It goes right into this. So basically, some of the things that I had on the vision board, you have to emphasize on the vision board what you want, or even on your bingo card if you decide to do the bingo card, or you could do both of them. Basically, what you could choose is you have to choose something from health and well-being, something from relationships and love, something from career and purpose, and something from finances and abundance, and last, something personal development and spiritual growth. So, Pancho, give me one example that you would like to do for each one of those.
Okay, so are you talking about like experience in terms of like something we've never done?
Like, like algo where like que tú quisieras, yeah, it could be something where like algo que nunca has hecho o algo que quieres hacer este año for like your wellness, your health and wellness, relationships and love, tu career and your purpose, finanzas, like saving money and stuff like that. Just like you said hace ratito, personal development, and like spiritual.
Well, for like the health and wise, I didn't start drinking my gallon of water until like I started. I think maybe this year, like right before I even moved in over here. But it has taken me time to get used to having to constantly drinking the water. Mostly because my job is like an ongoing. You always gotta be at your station. You gotta be prepared for if there's a rush and stuff. But there's almost never time to go to the bathroom. And actually, recently, our bathrooms have been completely vandalized and have been stuff stolen from it, like the paper towels and the soap dispenser stuff. So now we got locks in there, and the only people that got the codes for them is the manager. So we always gotta be asking manager. So that kind of delays it a little bit more. I'm still gonna try to drink my water, but that's what I'm aiming for. I'm trying to get my gallon a day every single day, and if I miss a day, then that's all right. At least keep it tracked so it's more than 50% of the week where I'm drinking my gallon of water.
I think I'm gonna stick with my whole like going to the gym routine, 3 to 4 days a week. Actually have a routine, and you know what I actually want to do this year? I want to have a health planner.
A health planner?
A planner dedicated to writing down how much, like you said, how much water I'm drinking, um, the days that I take my vitamins, the days that I forget to take my vitamins, what I'm eating. So my brother, he's like a super fitness guy, right? Like he's bulk. And he's literally told me like, hey, do you write down what you eat? And I'm like, no. And he was like, you should. Like, that's going to help you on losing more weight. And I was like, damn, you're right. So like, I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to end up getting a planner and just write down everything. What I eat, what I'm drinking. Because even like calories in your drinks make a difference. And everything. So like I'm just gonna write everything down. I think that's like my main one for health and well-being.
In the section of the relationships and love, I think what I want is besides my whole earning for a car and a house thing, I want to actually have like a little savings, not an account, but like a little savings, like a box or something, where I want to deposit things for like my future relationship. In terms of like getting a house together with my girlfriend, or even an apartment or like a studio or something where we're all together. Also, we don't have cameras, but Meiji just gave the little sign of me proposing. Bro, This is my first ever relationship in like the last 8 years. I'm trying to go steady on this.
I know. I'm just saying, like, if you feel ready to like start saving some money for an engagement ring. Engagement rings are not cheap. I'm
No,
just
they are
letting y'all
not.
know.
They are not. I've just glanced at the prices, like walking past, like.
This Christmas we were buying earrings for my aunt,
Mhm.
and like I'm telling you, like, we didn't want to go buy earrings just from like Macy's or like, you know, the ones that are just already in like the boxes on the sides, because they're not real gold, you know. So we actually bought my aunt real gold earrings, and
That
they're
was a pretty
pricey,
penny.
and they're really really nice, right? So like we glanced over at like everything else because we went to like what, 3 jewelry stores,
Yeah.
and we were looking at some prices, and we were like, these are pricey, man, you know. So like I was looking at those engagement rings, and I was like, ouch, like.
I saw one that was like 6, 7K, and I was like, "That's the smallest one they got, bro. Like, what?" Yeah, that's a pretty penny. But I was thinking in a sense of like where I want to live with my partner, because I won't lie, my partner, um, they are thinking worldwide. They're thinking, "Hey, we should go to Europe," and I'm like, "Bro, about steps at a time." um, they are a whole state away, so I drive over there, or she drives over here. But I love like things of exploring and stuff. And actually, I was gonna put that as one of the segments. I want to go camping because I've never gone camping in my life.
Oh, there you go. Put it on your
Yeah.
2025 bingo card.
And she's gone camping multiple times by herself or with family, and she's gone to like what do you call, national parks and stuff. She's camped in like the middle of the woods and like by lakes and stuff. And I'm like, dude, the closest thing to like camping and stuff is when I accidentally fell asleep in a trampoline in the backyard. That's the closest thing I have to that. How about you in terms of like relationships and love?
I think, oh, drum roll here. I think I am ready to get back into dating. It's literally, I'm heading into year 3 now of being single. I feel like I finally come to the sense of accepting who I am, accepting what happened in the last relationship, and forgiving everything that happened in the last relationship. I ended things with my last relationship in really good terms. We no longer talk though, so it's given me time, and it also gave me como que ¿cómo les digo? ¿Cómo les explico? Not only did it give me time to think about everything, pero it also made me realize how much I needed to grow as a person so I can give my new partner a new sense of like love. You get me? Like, I don't feel like I gave my last person less love than I plan to give my new person. Pero I feel like now I'm more mature. Now I know exactly what I want. And now I can find someone that's going to feed into my purpose. And I hope that I feed into their purpose. So just communicating a lot with whoever is my future partner. I'm going to try to go into it super slow. I am not the kind of person that I don't like dating online. That's my thing. I don't like Tinder, and I don't like all those apps. I am the kind of person that I want to meet you in person, and then I want to go from there. So I don't know. We'll see what goes on from there. Um, but on the other part of relationships, I'm not saying that relationships just have to be, you know, your love relationships. I also want a better relationship, obviously, with me, myself, and I. But I also want a better relationship with my parents. I want a better relationship with my siblings. Um, and I want better relationships with friends. So that's where, like, the meeting new friends comes in. Because I feel like the friends that I have now, I kind of low key outgrew them. Not in a bad way. I'm just saying that I feel like I need new friends that have the types of goals that I have. So definitely that. Um, the third area that I wanted to talk about is career and purpose. So, Pancho, what's yours?
What I want for like my career is to finally either get a degree or graduate in the terms of the culinary side of my profession. I want to, if I'm not gonna have that business already set and that money already invested, I want to at least have the experience or the culinary information and education to be able to know how to do something for my actual profession. Again, how I mentioned, I want to open a cafe of my own. Yes, I'm self-taught, but I still feel like there's many more things that I can't teach myself. I have to go to like an actual professional, someone who's had experience with not only teaching others, but experience of them working themselves. So I want that for my future. I want to have that already, basically have myself as a quote unquote professional, even though I might not have an experience. But yeah, hopefully have all that set and done for when I do have the money, be able to finally build up my business from scratch and make a living off of that.
For me, I think the part of a career that I have right now, I can definitely advance professionally through there. I don't know if that's what I want though. I really need to sit down with myself and I really need to be like, okay, what do you want in the next year? Is it going to like help me grow to what I want to be next year? Sit down and think about not just 2025, but for the years, coming after. So I still need to sit down. As of right now, the job that I have pays the bills. Right now, the job that I have, I'm able to save money and I feel comfortable. But that's another thing. Just because I feel comfortable in the job that I'm at right now, I also want to go out of my comfort zone. Um, I love my coworkers. I love my job. The only thing is, I feel like I can do more. I feel like I can get more responsibility. But for that, also comes more pay. So I just need to really sit down with myself and think of that. Purpose wise, though, I'm going to continue doing the whole volunteering for the American Cancer Society. Um, that's a big goal that I have, growing it up with my team. Pancho's part of my team, so I really hope I can have his help this year too. Just growing it up every year, getting more Hispanics on our side, learning about cancer, learning about the awareness of cancer, and que se vayan y se revisen, que, you know, be healthy so you can have a healthier life, para que le puedas dar una vida estable a ti misma, pero también a la gente que te ama. Like, go get your checkups, go be healthy and everything, because at the end of the day, no nomás sufres tú, sufre la gente que vive contigo y convive contigo. So that's one, that's a different thing. It brings me a lot of purpose to talk about this because it's something so dear and near to my heart. So ojalá I can continue doing that for this next year. The next part is finances and abundance. So Pancho, what's yours?
So what I want is, again, how I mentioned earlier, I want to get an actual good car that I know will last me for at least half a decade. Because so far these two cars I've had have lasted me a good year or two, but compared to everyone else, like Chewy Meijei's brother, he's had his car for what, 6 years?
No, less.
Less? Isn't
Like,
it like
2 years.
2 years?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he told me he was gonna like hold on to that one for like a good half a decade, maybe like almost a full decade to be able to get his dream car. And now I have to deal with having to get a new car because I have to force myself to actually earn the money for it. But what I've done and what has really helped me is I have like really good credit. The reason for that is because I have a lot of credit cards. Um, and of course, I try to pay them off in time. There's been like setbacks where I couldn't pay things in time because of life. But what I've been doing now is that I leave all my cards in my room except for one. And that main one is the thing that gives me cash back for when it's gas. So that's all I use my card for, just constant gas so I can go to work, come back, and all that. And that's really been helping me recently. Um, but yeah, that's honestly everything. Everything I already mentioned is what I want for my financial.
For my financial, I started a binder, and I know a lot of people. I know a lot of you guys saw this binder because it was everywhere. Well, basically, I didn't want to buy my binder. I made my binder, so I got a normal binder, like a normal school binder, and then inside I bought like all the inserts where you put dollar bills in them, and I bought stickers. So basically, it's one, two, three, etc., right? And then in each number stickered, I put the exact amount of cash in there. So if it's one, I put $1. If it's 10, I put a $10 bill in there. If it's 100, I'll put $100. And I did it all the way from 1 to 150. So at the end of the day, by my calculations, it should add up to like $11,000 or maybe even more, right? But I haven't finished it. I'm just starting it. I just started it a couple days ago. Um, so I'm gonna continue doing it and see for the entire year. Maybe I'll finish it earlier. Maybe I'll finish it just on time. I don't know. But I really, really hope that with that money, I can put it down for a down payment of a house. My goal is to do two binders this year. So like two full binders y a ver cómo me va, you know? So that's just my goal as of right now for the money and finances part. And then the last part is personal development and spiritual, um, like spiritual growth. So Pancho, what do you have?
What I want is to be more connected spiritually to what I believe in. Um, I've always been an atheist, but I've believed in things such as like the paranormal, like that there might be an afterlife, aliens, all that sort of stuff. I've even had like theories or things that I've thought maybe like some what are they called? Mythical legends and stuff like, for example, the chupacabra, like that might not be like a good example since there is some sort of proof of things like that happening. But same thing with like Llorona. Some people have seen it, some people haven't. Some people have heard it but not seen it and stuff like that. But it's such a very told story that it must be real in some people's like eyes. And I want to be able to connect with myself, knowing like these are what I think. Um, of course, I'm gonna respect everyone else's. If you're a Christian, Catholic, whatever, you know, the only thing that bothers me is if someone comes up to me and forces me into what they want me to believe. That's when it's a problem because like you're not respecting my boundaries. I'm not respecting yours. But yeah, I think that's all. I honestly just wanna be able to know what I truly believe on and then stick with it.
Cool. I have mine. So I'm going off of a picture right here that says like crecimiento personal y espiritualidad. And one of the questions says, ¿cómo puedo incorporar más gratitud, amor y conexión espiritual en mi día a día? So that for me, I just want to be more grateful. Like I want to journal and I want to every day, every day since 2 years ago, I have been praying when I go to work. Um, on my commute, I'll stop at my mom's first to get my protein shake. And then as soon as I stop at my mom's, I'll not even drink my protein shake until I'm done with my prayer. So basically, what I say is, "Thank you, God, for waking me up today. Thank you for giving me air in my lungs, blood in my veins, oxygen in my brain, and love and motivation in my heart." And then I pray for my parents. Then I pray for my siblings. Then I pray for like my cats. Then I pray for myself. Then I pray for all my family members, whether they're here in the States, in Mexico. I pray for anybody that I think personally needs help. I pray for family, friends. I literally pray for everyone. So when I'm done praying, I say thank you. Let's have a great day at work. Everything. It just makes my morning go by so well. I feel like I don't need to go to church to have a relationship with God. That's just the kind of person that I am. I do go to church though, but not like religiously. So me having a conversation with God every day in the morning, that's what brings me like spiritual purpose. So I just want to continue doing that. Um, I want to for sure do gratitude journaling. Maybe not every day. Maybe I'll try sticking to it like 2 times a week. Just because I do think like it overstimulates me sometimes. Like I feel like, oh my god, I have to do it, and then it doesn't feel like I'm actually being grateful for anything. Then it feels like I'm being like I'm adding another thing onto my plate, and I rather do it out of the goodness of my heart. I rather do it out of the goodness of my heart and be like, okay, today I feel extremely grateful porque me pasó esto, me pasó algo bonito. Como el otro día que ¿cómo se llama? Tuvimos buenas noticias de mi papá en el doctor. I was so grateful. Like, en ese momento, a mí me gustaría haber tenido un journal and written down what I was feeling in that moment. Because it has been years of, hard work and doctor's appointments and just everything. So, like, I felt so grateful in that moment. So, like, I want to do that where I genuinely feel grateful and I'm not forcing anything onto it. I definitely want to manifest a lot of things this year too. I used to do manifestation back then, and it worked. And I don't know what happened. I just like swayed away from manifestation. And I'm not saying that like Pancho said, like you don't have to pick one thing. Like yes, I believe in God, and yes, I believe in Catholicism and everything. I just don't like church. I just don't believe en las reglas que hace la iglesia. Pero I do have a relationship with God. I do have a relationship with, um, a higher purpose, a higher self. So I definitely respect everyone's decisions and everything, and I really do hope that other people respect lo que nosotros pensamos también. Pero that's what I want. I also am very into horoscopes. I'm very into astrology. So um, that's another thing that I really want to get into. I want to see about horoscopes and astrology and number charts and all that stuff. Siempre me ha llamado la atención, pero it's never been something that I've had the time to sit down and do. Pero this year I do want to do it because me ha pasado where I've done it y si sale lo que es. So I don't know. I just want to see where it goes, and at the same time, tener a Dios por mi lado and see where everything goes. So, with that, I want to go into a segment that we're going to go ahead and add, and it's horoscopes for 2025. Okay? So, if you're an Aries, 2025 is a year of new beginnings, bold transformations. The cosmic stage is set for major changes that catapults you into new realms of growth, manifestation, and identity exploration. If you're a Taurus, I don't know how you say it in
Taurus?
Taurus?
I'm pretty sure it's Taurus.
Taurus? Okay. Taurus. In Spanish is Tauro, so it's easier.
Taurus.
So, Taurus. It sounds like tortoise, like turtles.
I was thinking tortoise. It sounds like a Pokemon.
Anyway, Tauro. The planets align to connect you with your soul family, evaluate your spirits, and offer new adventures for self-expression in 2025. This year promises the arrival of manifestations you've been waiting for and something of your soul. Gemini, 2025 is your green light to step into your authenticity and passionately purpose your most meaningful goals. Embrace the winds of change this year as the planets empower you on every level. In 2025, you'll learn the most exciting adventures are those that lead you back to yourself. Cancer, are you ready for expansion and exploration? 2025 asks you to navigate the waters of transformation with courage and soul. It's a year of harmonizing your inner voice and your exterior ambitions, allowing creativity to merge with purpose. Leo, 2025 isn't for the faint of heart. Ooh, that already sounds like Leo's gonna have a rocky road.
Yeah.
But armed with natural courage, you'll embrace change both externally in your resources and relationships, and internally within your soul. This year, the planets promise to guide you toward deep self understanding and growth. Virgo, no pressure, but all eyes are on you 2025. This is a year of soulful evaluation that allows you to align with your power as a planet and propel you forward. Libra, 2025 tips the cosmic scales towards you. Growth, self, towards your growth, self discovery, and love for you. This year, the planets align to bring you a mix of introspection and internal shifts that lead you to a more abundant, fulfilling path forward. Scorpio, I'm a Scorpio, so this one's mine. 2025 demands creativity and transformation, which is a perfect task for you. This year, the planets work together to initiate growth in the most intimate corners of your life so you can rise like a phoenix into your power. Sagittarius, are you ready to embrace home, heart, and transformative growth in 2025? This year brings an abundance of opportunities to nurture your roots, flourish professionally, and approach your passions and confidence. Capricornio, 2025 is a mastermind, Capricorn, treating you and teaching you how to redefine your relationships and step into your power. This year, the planets give a path for you to grow, communicate, and purpose, and open your heart more than ever. Aquario, 2025 is a year of unique possibility which aligns perfectly with your enigmatic nature. This year, prepare yourself to be surprised as the planets align to bring you a year of profound transformation, particularly in the realms of money, intimacy, and emotional growth. Pisces, where this is Banjo. You're the star of the show this year in many ways, as 2025 calls you out of hiding and into the spotlight. This year, the universe is setting the stage for you to dive deep into the waters of self discovery, emerge from the treasures of wisdom and strength. So, we have really good. I don't know if anybody noticed, but basically everything has to do with being a better you. So, if that's not a sign to put yourself first this year, then I don't know what is.
I do feel like those horoscopes that Major just read, those feel nice. Those feel like everyone's gonna have an opportunity to do something new or improve themselves this next year, and I really do hope so that everyone in the world has some sort of peace in their hearts, and that we all have some sort of a fresh start to have this year be like the best one in this upcoming decade. Since we are halfway through a decade already, which is crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy. But anyway, here we are going to close out. Thank you so much for listening to everything. I really do hope that all of you guys end up getting your bingo cards, your vision boards, and everything. So we're actually going to go ahead and do our bingo card on today, New Year's. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and post them later on our TikTok and Instagram, so you guys can go ahead and get inspired with them too and make your own.
Be sure to follow us at That Coffee and Cheesemate, Spotify, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. I'll try to upload both the YouTube and the Spotify at the same day. That's what one of my goals I'm trying to do, because usually I do the Spotify since it's easier and then the video takes a bit longer. But I will try to make those in the same exact day so everyone can enjoy it. Happy holidays again. Hope everyone's having a good end of the year and a good start of the year. Make sure to eat, drink, do all that good stuff, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.